We're seeing an increase in the numbers, and that's my problem because I'm on the COVID committee, as Davy is, and it's very frustrating the lack of urgency, particularly about the nursing home situation, that you get from the health department and from the HSE. You get answered a lot of questions, but you also get a huge amount of obfuscation.
What are you most worried about, Bríd, now in terms of nursing homes? Because so many people have, the most precious people to them in nursing homes.
Yeah, well, I mean, the doctor just described it there, where he said a lot of these are agency staff. They move from place to place. They're low paid. They live in crowded by necessity because of their low pay, and they can transmit or carry the virus around with them. And we learned yesterday from the Department of Health that they don't even know if those agency workers have a sick pay scheme. I know they don't. And I know many of workers who answered the call for Ireland, care workers and nurses, and were taken on by the HSE through agencies and given no sick pay scheme. And it's something that should be dealt with urgently. How the hell can you say, I have a sore throat, I think I have a temperature, if you know that if I go out sick, I have absolutely zero pay at the end of the week? It's very, very difficult for people. And these are the frontline workers that we hugely rely on to look after our elderly, to look after our loved ones. And we can't afford not to have
And these
them.
are people, as you say, they're living paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly. They don't have a reserve.
There isn't a flow.
And this is in the middle of a pandemic. It is just crazy stuff. So this mixed messaging doesn't help to win the support of the communities. And we're not looking at where the real problems are. And I think we can get distracted about whether the restaurants close for 3 weeks or whatever, but there are serious underlying systemic issues here. We can call on the guards to check on people's homes. I would not agree with that. We have never sent the guards, or they've never gone into the meat plants, for example. Have they ever gone in to check what's going on in nursing homes, what went on in nursing homes? No, they haven't. So I think we need to be very careful about putting the blame on ordinary people. My experience is the vast majority of ordinary people adhere to the public health guidelines. Radically changed. The message from the beginning was we are all in this together. We need social solidarity. That is working one way. And the way it is being taken away is from ordinary people. When they cut the pandemic unemployment payment and the wage subsidy scheme, which 390,000 workers still rely on, the cuts are massive. You're looking at people going from €410 a week down to 203. That's a massive cut. And as we've said, the bills don't recognise the virus. They'll just keep coming. And it seems now the government is refusing to recognise bills that don't recognise the virus. And unless we have total social solidarity, how are we going to get people to buy into the most confusing plan that was ever put ink on paper? It is confusing. It is not clear. And certainly the overall message is we aren't all in this together.